You can start now.
Hare Krishna. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jayaptaka Swaminiti Namne Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Padayane Gauragatha Dhamdana Gragamatane Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namne Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharnani Vishesha Shunyavadi Pasyati Sthane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna everyone. We'll continue reading chapter 7. Okay. Chapter 7, I think we'll start from the last paragraph. So, the four Yuga avatars are also described in Srimad Bhagavatam. In the Satya Yuga, the incarnation of God is white. In the Treta Yuga, he is red. In the Dwapar Yuga, he is blackish. And in the Kali Yuga, he is also blackish. But sometimes, in a special Kali Yuga, his color is yellowish, as in the case of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As far as the Sakyavish avatars are concerned, they include Kapila, Rishabh, Ananta, Brahma. Although sometimes the Lord himself becomes Brahma, Chatushana, the Kumaras, who are the incarnation of knowledge, Narad, the incarnation of devotional service, King Prithu, the incarnation of administrative power, and Parshuram, the incarnation who subdues evil principles. Okay, we'll start chapter 8, the avatars. Lord Chaitanya continued explaining to Sanatan Goswami about Lord Krishna's avatars or incarnations, which are his expansions who come to the material creation. The word avatar means one who descends from the spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky, there are innumerable Vaikuntha planets, and from these planets, the expansions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead come into this universe. The first descent of the Supreme Personality of Godhead from the expansion of Sankarshan is the first Purusha incarnation. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, Verse 1 that when the Supreme Personality of Godhead descends as the first Purusha incarnation of the material creation, he immediately manifests 16 elementary energies known as Mahavishnu. He lies within the causal ocean, and it is he who is the original incarnation in the material world. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 6, verse 42 states that he is the Lord of time, nature, cause and effect, mind, ego, the five physical elements, the three modes of nature, the senses, and the universal form. He is the independent master of all moving and non moving living beings in the material world. The influence of material nature cannot reach beyond the Viraj or Kaushal ocean, as confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 9, verse 10. Neither the modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, nor material time have any influence on the Vaikuntha planets. On those planets, the liberated associates of Krishna live eternally and they are worshipped by both the demigods and the demons. Material nature acts in two capacities is Maya and Pradhan. Maya is the direct cause and Pradhan refers to the elements of the material manifestation. When the first Purusha avatar, Mahavishnu, glances over material nature becomes agitated, and the Purushavatar thus impregnates matter with the living entities. Simply by the glance of Mahavishnu, consciousness is created, and this consciousness is known as Mahatattva. The predominating deity of the Mahatattva is Vasudev. This created consciousness is then divided into three departmental activities according to the three gunas or modes of material nature. Consciousness in the mode of goodness is described in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. The predominating deity of this mode is Aniruddha. Consciousness in the mode of passion produces intelligence, and the predominating deity in this case is Pradyumna. He is the master of the senses. Consciousness in the mode of ignorance causes the production of ether, the sky, and the air. The cosmic manifestation is a combination of all these modes, and in this way, innumerable universes are created. No one can count the number of universes. These innumerable universes are produced from the pores of Mahavishnu's body. As innumerable atoms pass through the tiny holes in a screen, innumerable universes similarly emanate from the pores of Mahavishnu's body. As he breathes out, innumerable universes are produced, and as he inhales, they are annihilated. All of the energies of Mahavishnu are spiritual. They have nothing to do with the material energy. In the Brahma Samhita, 5.48, it is stated that the predominating deity of each universe, Brahma, lives only during one breath of Mahavishnu. Thus, Mahavishnu is the original supersoul of all universes and the master of all universes as well. The second Vishnu incarnation, Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, enters each and every universe, spreads perspiration from his body and lies down on that water. From his navel grows the stem of a lotus flower, and on that lotus flower, the first creature, Brahma, is born. Within the stem of that lotus flower are the 14 divisions of planetary systems which are created by Brahma. In the form of Garbhodakshay Vishnu, the Lord maintains each universe and tends to its needs. Although he is within each material universe, the influence of the material energy cannot touch him. When it is required, this very same Vishnu takes the form of Lord Shiva and annihilates the cosmic creation. The three secondary incarnations, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, are the predominating deities of the three modes of material nature. The master of the universe, however, is Garbhodakshay Vishnu, who is worshipped as the Hiranyagarbha Supersoul. The Vedic hymns describe him as having thousands of heads. The third incarnation of Vishnu, Shirodakshay Vishnu, is the incarnation of the mode of goodness. He is also the supersoul of all living entities, and he resides on the ocean of milk within the universe. Thus, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described the Purushavataras. I'll stop here because it's like lots of informations are given here regarding Purusha Avatar. So in chapter 7, last paragraph, we saw the like Yuga avatars, the four Yuga, Satya, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali Yuga. What's the color of the Lord Satya? It's white. Then Treta, it's red, and both Dwapar and Kali, it's blackish color. So that is the Yuga avatars. Now in chapter 8, at the beginning, Lord's Purusha avatars is described. So Lord Chaitanya is explaining all these avatars, Lord Krishna's avatars to Sanatan Goswami. In the beginning, it is mentioned what avatar means. Avatar means when one descends from the spiritual sky. So the Lord is descending into the material planet from the spiritual sky. That's why it's known as his avatars. So the first Purusha avatars, it is mentioned here, is the Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu lies within the causal ocean, and he is the original incarnation in the material world. And it's mentioned like he's the lord of time, nature, cause and effect, mind, ego, and five physical elements, and that is earth, water, air, fire, and ether, and three modes of nature: mode of goodness, ignorance, and passion, and the senses. So he's the independent master. It's like again and again it is mentioned he's independent and nothing from the material nature can touch him. He's the master of everything, but nothing can affect him. He's above and beyond everything. He's independent, master of all moving and non-moving living beings in the material world. So yeah, it is mentioned that the material nature has no effect on the Vaikuntha planets. And it's very nicely explained how the material nature acts and how the jivas or living entities are created. Two things are mentioned. The two capacities are Maya and Pradhan. Maya is the like direct cause, and Pradhan refers to the elements of the material manifestation. So, how living beings are created when Mahavishnu glances over material nature becomes agitated, and then the Mahavishnu impregnates matter with the living entities. So simply by the glance of Mahavishnu, consciousness is created, and consciousness is known as Mahatattva. It's mentioned we many times we come across the names like Basudev, Niruddha, Pradyumna, Sankarshan. So Basudev is the predominating deity of Mahatattva, and then Aniruddha is the predominating deity of the this mode, the mode of goodness. Aniruddha is the deity predominating a mode of goodness, and then Pradyumna is the predominating deity of the a mode of passion. And then it is also then after Mahavishnu, it is mentioned about Garbhodakshay Vishnu, then Shirodakshay Vishnu. Garbhodakshay Vishnu is the second Vishnu incarnation, and Garbhodakshay Vishnu enters each and every universe, and from his perspiration, the like the water which is created, he lies down in that, and from Garbhodakshay Vishnu's navel, lotus stem comes out, and from that lotus is created the first living creature, that is Lord Brahma, and within that stem is the 14 resides the 14 planetary system. And yeah, again and again it is mentioned that the material energy cannot touch the Lord. And it is also mentioned that sometimes like the Lord has to take the role of Brahma. We have, I think we read in third or fourth canto somewhere that when someone is not qualified to take the position of Brahma, the Lord has to, like the Lord takes that position. And the third incarnation is Sirodaksha Vishnu, incarnation of the mode of goodness. So these are the Purusha avatars. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained to Sanatan Goswami. Tomorrow we'll read the Leela avatars, Leela avatar and Guna avatars. So now we can go for japa. Nikit, if you can say